Welcome back to The Life of Gibby, where we discuss the life of me, Gibby. On today's show, I'm introducing a new special guest, my old roommate, Brooke. Hey. Brooke and I were roommates in college, and we became best friends. Okay, there was 4 people signed on our lease, but we technically had 5 girls pretty much living in our apartment.
What an interesting mix.
Super interesting mix. Actually, now that I think about it, like, our personalities are very, very, very different. Okay, can you explain to us? So you're a student athlete. What is a NARP?
NARP means non-athletic regular person. And so these people that didn't play sports.
There's like extraordinary people going to school. Like you're just like, you're a regular person because you don't do sports. For all of you in, do they use that term in high school?
Yeah, I did.
All of you high school and college students who are called NARPs, I have a new name for you to reclaim. Called a NOP, okay?
Sounds like you're saying something with a British accent. You're like a NOP.
Oh, I thought it was like a Boston accent.
A NOP.
A NOP. So a NOP is spelled N-A-H-I-P, and it's a non-athletic, highly irregular person. Because that is what I am, and I think that's what a lot of people are. I was honestly really nervous to live in with you guys and to be authentic with you. Because first of all, I moved in with them. I was coming back from a break from college because like I had a suicide attempt, so I came home for a while, got back on my feet, and then had to go finish my last semester, or my last year. So it was really hard because it was my first attempt ever, and it was when I was in college with other roommates. But yeah, so I was just super, super nervous to kind of show them that side of me, so I didn't really talk about it. I don't know when, I feel like I opened up to you before like spring semester. It was me, Brooke, and Monica. And then I just felt like I had to tell them. So I was like, hey, so I struggle with depression.
Like, it was almost like relieving that you had finally put it out in the air. Like, it was like, okay, now she knows this is like a safe space to talk about this, and like we're here for her.
Have you ever dealt with someone who's like been very surprised?
No. So this was my first experience with that. I knew that I really cared about you as a person, and so I wanted to like be there for you. Sometimes you don't really know the right words to say.
Oh,
you know, like I'm not a trained professional.
And exactly. And I think that's important for people like struggling with their mental health, because there really isn't a right thing to say.
And I think it's hard for me too, because I am like so worried about other people's feelings and emotions, and like knowing that you were struggling with something so deep was like it really like affected me.
Yes. Somehow Brooke did a really good job. Everyone did a really good job like talking to me, which again is very interesting considering everyone's different personalities.
Yeah, I feel like everyone in our rooming unit like was really just supportive.
Yeah. And then there was Yelly, who would just be like, pitch you perfect, just get out of here. One day I came out like, what are normal people's lives like? Because my morning was like, I'd literally wake up in the morning, be like, I am just so unhappy, I wish I was dead, and I would like think that for like 10-15 minutes, and then I'd be like, shoot, now I gotta get ready for school. But I asked her because like I was like, she is a student athlete, so maybe she is overwhelmed in the morning and just handles it better. And she's like, I wake up and I'm like, man, I gotta pee. So I get up and I go pee, take a shower, brush my teeth, then I eat something. And I was like, well, gotta go to practice.
Literally, that brings me back.
Yeah, and I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, people live like this? Like, they're just like, don't think about that?
Then I feel like it was eye-opening for me to hear that, how someone who is battling depression, like how their morning routine is. Like to think that you have that barrier and obstacle to overcome every day, like that has gotta be so exhausting.
Whatever situation you guys live in, if you're comfortable enough talking to your roommates or your parents, like I would highly recommend bringing them into your mindset and letting them know what happens to you on a daily basis, because there's no way to comprehend that. Like you're not just automatically gonna assume that pretty much I spent 30 minutes in my morning time just being sad.
I think it made us like all more sensitive to like your feelings too.
So, qualities for being a good roommate. Everyone in general, to be a good roommate,
Yeah.
you need to know your roommates. Like, good roommate is there for you. I wouldn't know how to be there for you if I didn't see the signs of when you were going through something.
Like, I feel like I never really knew if it was better to bring it up and check in and be like, how are you doing? Like, how's your emotional state? Or just like try and take her mind off and distract you.
Yeah, like, I feel like checking in with them is like never a bad thing. And just being like, okay, what can I do to help you at this point? Do you need a distraction right now? And then that's when they can like tell you like, yes, I don't want to think about this anymore, or like, no, I need to sit with this and process whatever I'm going through. If you have support out there, use it. Like, people will tell you when they can't be there for you anymore. As much as that sucks, like, it's okay. Like, you're going to be okay, but while I always have to remind myself, you know, like, Brooke's made herself available to me, so I need to reach out to her because I have that resource, and like, why suffer by myself? So checking in is always good. Distraction is good sometimes.
I feel like our best distraction was the animal shelter. Like, she would go there to get out of her head and not think about the negative emotions and things she was going through and feeling. And for me, I could just use it as a distraction to not think about the anger I had with volleyball or stress with life or anything. And we could just focus on feeding the little puppies or just like even the animals who had been there for so long and had rough lives, and see that they would be so happy with the littlest things and wagging their tails. It's like, if this little creature can find happiness in the smallest things, then I can too. Number 2, the sense of humor thing.
So important. I mean, I don't know if everyone has a sense of humor about depression like I do. This is what my therapist tells me. A lot of times you can either laugh or cry about a situation in depression. I choose to laugh a lot of the time. Also, I choose to cry a lot, so it's like a 50-50 with me. Like, my pain, like, I try to convert it into something really funny.
I remember you bringing it up to me one time and being like, it helps when like I can talk about it and like get it out there, and like that's your way of healing.
So number 3, I would say, is outlets / hanging out together. Because again, that would be like the animal shelter, what we did. We would have jam sessions, jam nights.
One time we made this really cool vest, or like jean vests that we got from like thrift stores and vintage stores.
Yeah. And
we put like patches on them and sewed them up all cool and like ripped Sharpie.
Yeah.
Pretty badass.
I'll put a picture right here.
Yeah.
Here, somewhere. I'll put a picture somewhere. I don't know. So if you liked this video, then push that like button.
Comment about your favorite outlets. What are your favorite things to do to just get out of your own head, have some you time, or even do it with friends?
Yeah. Enjoy your weeks. Like, comment, subscribe, and just continue being awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Good people.
Bye, guys.
Bye.